Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready to Die Fighting. I'm Chris, and today we're talking about fitness goals for March. It's now April 2nd, 2nd of April, and let's just say I fell short of my goals. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not so good at goal setting, perhaps. Maybe I need to get better at this. I'm not going to beat myself up about it too much though, because I'm still seeing progress. We are a quarter of the way into the year, and I'm still doing this. You know, I can't say it was a New Year's resolution, but this is something I started in January, and we're still going. So I'm happy. I'm happy, even if things didn't go quite as I would have liked. So let's get into it. So last month, March, was all about movement. And I really wanted to get better at moving my body, specifically like slipping punches, but footwork, just really the whole thing, just moving around and not getting hit is what I wanted to do. And so I spent a lot of time working on with the slip bag and doing like bob and weave type of drills. I did a couple of videos on those. I kept working on the agility ladder. And got a lot better at that, actually. That's coming along pretty nicely. Kind of impressed with myself a little bit. Not too impressed, but, you know, because I've seen other people doing things, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not there yet. But for a fat old lady, I'm doing pretty good. But as you can see here, not as many check marks as I would have liked. I did miss a lot of days. I shouldn't say, I don't know that I missed a whole lot of days. Saturday was kind of my rest day, and I didn't do much on most Saturdays. Actually, I didn't finish filling that out. We went on a nice bike ride on Saturday. Biked around for, I don't know, maybe a couple miles. Nothing major. But that counts. That's exercise. That's cardio. I've been working Kali more into my workouts. I'm just getting started in Kali. I can't even say that I'm really even studying it. I did invest in a lot of new equipment this month, and part of that is the Kali sticks themselves. So just kind of building the foundation before I really get into it. I'm still focusing on Krav Maga right now and boxing. But I kind of like incorporating a little bit of Kali specifically as kind of a warm-up. I've been doing it. So working that in. I also picked up a medicine ball, and I haven't had this for very long. And so I've been having a little bit of fun with it. I haven't really figured out a good workout with it yet. This is a 10-pounder. It's pretty bouncy. So we'll see what I can do with that in the coming weeks. I also picked up a kettlebell. And this one is, how many kilograms is this? I forgot. 12 kilograms, 26.5 pounds. Kettlebell swings look easy and kind of fun. They're not easy, although they are kind of fun. But I was surprised how difficult that was and how sore I was the next day. That was pretty shocking. So that is clearly something I need to be working on a little bit more and building. It killed my hamstrings. I was really surprised by that. But the coolest thing that I was able to pick up is we got, thanks to a very generous donation / trade, I got a bunch of mats. I got some mats. So we've got pretty much the whole floor. I got to get one more, but we've got some nice wrestling mats on the ground here now, and so it's starting to look like a real gym down here. And you know, we can maybe do some grappling, or at the very least, hopefully, maybe this will be better on my knees, a little bit more comfortable, and I can wrestle with the boy a little bit more without either one of us getting hurt. So that'll be fun. I'm pretty excited. Maybe I'll spin the camera around and show you a picture of that later. But let's get into this. So as far as the goals, footwork drills twice a week. It looks like I probably didn't really do that. I definitely got it in multiple times over the course of the month. Not twice a week, not consistently. So, didn't meet that. 196 pounds, not even close. I got down to 199, which is only a pound loss. I started writing down how I did throughout the month, and I actually went up. I gained a little bit during the month, and then I dropped back down to 199, and that's where I ended the month on. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. That was a complete failure. But I know I wasn't working out as hard as I could have been or should have been last month. I know I wasn't. So I guess I'm just glad I didn't gain weight. Improve hip mobility and strength. Again, I don't know how to measure that, but I have been working on that more. So that's good. I do that as kind of just like a stretching thing at night a lot of times. 30 sit-ups in 1 minute. That's a goal that I did hit. Just barely. That 30th sit-up was pretty brutal, but I got it right as the timer went off. So I did get 30 sit-ups in 1 minute, and I'm pretty happy about that. So now the goal is just to make that easier. So it's not killing me that last one, and maybe get even more in. But 30 was the goal. I just need to maintain that and make it easier, and we are golden. And then level 2 in Krav Maga. We had testing a couple weeks ago, and I didn't test. I intended to, but my instructor advised me not to. He said I wasn't quite ready. I don't know if I agreed with that, but seeing how he was the one doing the test, he probably knows. So I didn't do it. So the next round of testing will be in, I think, June, and doggone it, I'm going to be ready for it by then. And then the last goal is I wanted to make sure I could do 16 2-minute rounds with a 45-second break, and that I can do. It's not something that's easy for me necessarily, but I can do it, and it's not terrible actually. So I think we can maybe increase the intensity there, maybe make it, I don't know if we want to do 2.5 minutes or just jump straight to 3. I'm not sure, because the end goal is 3 minutes. I think 12 3-minute rounds, or maybe I keep it at 16. I don't know. Undecided. And probably do a 1-minute break. Yeah, I'll have to think about that, how I want to do that exactly. So that's what I've been working on. The other thing is, because my weight is not coming off the way I want to, but I do feel better. I definitely feel stronger. I went for a pretty long hike today. We went probably 2.5, maybe 3 miles we walked around. And I didn't feel winded. Like, I felt fine. I felt good. I wasn't wearing a backpack, so there's that. But it was still a walk in the woods, uneven ground, 2.5 miles or so, maybe longer. And it was fine. So that's something a year ago I probably would have struggled with. So I'm seeing improvement. So another thing that I picked up is this scale, and this tells me body fat percentage, muscle mass percentage, BMI, which is useless. But the body fat percentage and the muscle mass percentage, I do want to track that. So right now I am 199 pounds with, I think it was 42% fat. So that puts me well into the obese category, and 27.8% muscle mass, which I definitely want that to be higher. I don't know what like a healthy or good amount is, but I want it to be more than that. So I'm going to try to track that, and I am going to track that and see if we can, even if my weight isn't changing, see if those percentages are going to change, because that would be pretty awesome. And I assume that it is happening, at least to a certain extent. It kind of has to be, right? I'm even if I'm not working out that intensity that I want, or the frequency quite that I want. And this is still every day. I mean, Saturday was pretty much the only day that was I was working out, at least it looks like 4, 5, 6 days a week, every week during a month. Just kind of quick glancing that. So even if it wasn't quite the intensity that I'd like, it's still working out. Body composition has to be changing, right? So let's see it. Let's monitor it. Data is good. So that's what I'm doing. What else do we got here? So what are we going to be focusing on this month? Strength training and mobility. I'm finding that I don't move quite as much as I'd like. Not move as much as I like, but I don't have the mobility, I guess. My shoulders, trying to stretch that. And I've really noticed it in doing the Kali, my wrist, my shoulders. I don't get the range of motion that I would like. I've been trying to incorporate kicking a little bit more, not kicking as high as I used to when I used to do Taekwondo exclusively. I could easily kick someone taller than me in the head. That's not happening these days. So maybe that flexibility is gone as I'm older and out of practice. I really haven't been doing a whole lot of kicking in quite some time, but I want to see how far I can get with it, if I can get that at least close to where I was before, and build some muscle. See if I can get, I'm not even going to set a goal for that because I don't know how those percentages change and what that's going to look like. So I'm not going to set a goal, but let's just see what I can do. I'm going to focus on strength training and improving my range of motion in my shoulders, my hips, specifically, and also the wrists. And I guess really everywhere. And see where we end up. So I'm just going to leave 196 pounds as my goal. Not going to worry about body fat percentage, body muscle or muscle mass percentage. And I'm going to fluctuate with these things a little bit. Not sure. Might not be worth writing anything down because I don't follow my plan anyway. So, but that's it for today, guys. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.